Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. This is Intentional Living, and today we are doing our first paycheck for October, which is so exciting. October is a magic month for Colin and I because he gets 3 paychecks this month, so I cannot wait to stuff that. That will be so much fun. But for today, we are stuffing just our regular full-time income, which is $1,963.50 this week. So let's give this a count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000, 51, 52, 53, 50, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800. So 18, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 900. 1905, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, and 60, which is what we're supposed to have. So that is perfect. I don't stuff ones if you are new to my channel. I just don't like dealing with them. And today I'm very excited because I'm going to be showcasing what is going to be available in my new launch that is coming out on October 12th. Hey, future Kristen here. Clearly my launch did not happen on October 12th. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know, but just a lot of things have happened that delayed my launch, and I have these products ready, some of them, not all of them, and I do plan to have a launch before Black Friday. I just don't know the date yet, and I will tell you as soon as I know the date, I promise. But it obviously was not October 12th, and I do not have any new listings currently except my October mystery cash envelope. I'm in the process of finishing all the designs. I think I'm almost done. I have like 1 or 2 more things to design and make, and then I'll be ready to start bulking up items and taking listing photos for y'all. I am going to do this launch a little bit differently. I am going to have a limited amount of each, and then once I get caught up on those orders and I have capacity, I'll launch more. A lot of shops work that way. I've never worked that way. I've just kind of been like, order what you want, I'll make it on the fly, and it is just not working. I want to be able to get orders out faster than I currently do. Like currently it's like a 3-week turnaround time, which is just ridiculous. And so the way I'm going to do it is like I'll launch, 25 savings challenge bundles, let them sell out, get them shipped, make more, and then I'll list them again. So I kind of want it to be more like when you purchase the bundles of things, they're just already ready and I can just ship them, so that all I'm having to make on the fly are like your custom envelopes. So that's kind of the new plan. So you'll definitely, the timing for this launch matters more because I will potentially sell out. So in the meantime though, check out the 60% off sale for my leftover savings challenges from my old stuff, because I am trying to clear house. Okay, so first up, I am going to do bookmarks. Someone requested that I do bookmarks, so here is the first look at one of them. You'll see a few others, but this is my bills bookmark. So it just kind of sits flat with the envelopes and it overhangs just a little bit here. And so yes, that's a bookmark. I will also have new dashboards. Well, yeah, new dashboards because I made some before. And you'll see that in a different binder. And then this is going to be one of the designs. All of my designs you'll see in my binders currently are like black and white because I'm wanting to go like super clean girl. But you can get this in any color because this is still vinyl. But I will put it in the upper left-hand corner unless you tell me otherwise. So if you're like, I want it in the upper right, or I want it in the middle, or I want it down at the bottom, like this is where it'll be unless you tell me otherwise. So we're going to stuff rent today with $420. So 1, 2, 3, 420. I'm very excited because I just love the way that it like is above the money so you can actually see the money. That's why I wanted to put it up there. Utilities is getting 90, so 50, 70, 90. And I love a zipless envelope, so I'm almost entirely switching to zipless. I have, I think, 2 binders with zipped still. And then phone bill is getting 20. I just love how like flat they lay, but they're not great if you have dividers. So I'm leaving anything that I have subdividers or sub envelopes in, I'm keeping the zip, but for these that don't, I'm just leaving it like that. Gym is getting 25 this month, or this week, but 25 a week for this month. And that is it for my monthly bills that are only monthly. And then behind my divider flyleaf here, I have my bills that are monthly or annually or quarterly or anything like that. So insurance is up first, and this is another new item I'll be dropping. This is a sticker that comes in like a sheet. I'll show you the sheet that I used. I don't know the size yet or how many will come. It'll probably be like bundles of 24 or something, but you'll get a sheet with these little stickers on them that just say goal, and you can put them on your envelopes and write a goal that you have. So I will be using that here just to remind myself of what my like annual goal is for my annual insurance. So for monthly insurance, we're adding 30. So that will have 30. And that's what that looks like when money's in there, which I think is so cute. And then inside annual, we have $600. And yes, this is my new prop design. So this, I'm going to offer it in like every basically denomination you could ask for. So like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, etc. I love it. Obsessed. And this has 600 and my annual is 500, but I think I'm a little behind because the next time insurance comes out, it is like 2 at one time. So I'm going to keep stuffing this for now. So we're going to add 20. So now that has 620. So in total in insurance, we have 650. But once I reach 500, I'm technically good to like stop stuffing it until I pay my insurance, if that makes sense. So that's why the goal is 500. Monthly subscriptions is getting 15. So we'll have 15. Oh, and I also, the other new thing for this is I put the tab starting over here because I only have the one. And if I put it over here, you couldn't read it. But if I put it over here, you can kind of read it. This one you still can't fully read. I just thought it was a bit more visually appealing. So my annual subscriptions goal is 250, and we're adding 10 to that today. So we have 100, 150, and 160. So we have 175 in subscriptions. And then coaching is getting $80. So 50, 70, and 80. So we have 600 in the bank, 650, 670, 690, 700, 710. And I didn't put a goal on this, which I think was a mistake. I think I meant to put a goal on that. So I will add that later. And then registration, our annual registrations are $550. So we're adding 15 today. And we won't stop till we hit 550. So we have 50, 70, 85, and 90. And we don't pay that again until June of next year. Obviously, there's not a June this year. My annual, oh, this is what I was going to do. My annual bills, the goal is 200. So once I reach that, all I'm going to do is put a fully funded slip so I know I have 200 in the bank. So that way I can save on placeholders and not have to use so many of them. And then buffer, the goal is 100. Oh, and I guess I didn't stuff that. But we have 85, so I need to add the buffer next time. So I will make a note. And then personal trainer, I have 300 in there because I'm going to pay her when I am done with my contract, just as like a little tip. So that is it for my bills binder. Then you'll see I have this month ahead situation. And that is because I want to grow our emergency fund to 6 months worth of expenses. Right now, we only have about 3 months. So I thought a fun way of doing that would be to have a month ahead binder where I have my old like mystery cash envelopes. I did make a new rent one because it was ripping. But these are the ones I used to use for my bills on my mystery cash envelopes. And so I put them all in here with the goal to be 1 month ahead in each, like what I would need to save. So starting soon, I'm going to start putting money in this binder and use this, fill this binder. And when I'm done, I'll put it in my emergency fund and then I'll do it again, put it in my emergency fund, do it again, put it in my emergency fund, and then we'll be 3 months ahead. So I do need to add my weekly spending. So I might just adjust the buffer to be weekly spending and change this. So we will see. But that is what this is going to be for. Next up is our weekly binder. So in here we have our weekly bookmark. So I offer that. And I am not changing these envelopes. You will still be able to get this design because I'm obsessed with it and I never want it to go anywhere. So this is like clean, I think the clean font, and I will be keeping that. So drinks has 40 now. This will never not be my favorite that I offer. So I just think it looks so nice. So these are the exact same ones. Eating out is getting 200, but I think I owe myself money. I'll do that off camera. But I need to put some of this towards my credit card, which is why I stuffed it a bit more than I usually do, because we went over budget last time. Gas is getting 50. So now we have 155 in gas. And I'm gonna stop at 200 in gas just because I've built up a good buffer there. And then groceries, we're doing 350, which is more than usual because I went over last time in my unstuffing, if you watched that. So we are adding 350, and then I will pay back my credit card either at the end of this video or off camera. So I'll put little stars next to those because I know I need to adjust that. My spending is getting 20. So I have 2045 now. And then Colin is getting 20 in his spending, and he is rich. He has $125, proud of him. But he does want new shoes, so I'm hoping between this and our clothes money, he can get whatever he wants. And then you'll notice that is it. I have moved my 2025 savings to a different binder. So this is it for my weekly binder. We are not doing our business binder because this is not an Etsy paycheck. So we are going to do my spending binder, and here is one of my dashboards. So this is the spending bookmark, and then this is a dashboard that says investing in my intentions. That is like kind of my slogan here on the channel. So I wanted to make some dashboards with that. That is going to be, there's this phrase in 2 designs, and that's going to be it for this first dashboard launch, but I do want to come out with like seasonal dashboards moving forward if y'all are into it, and like maybe ones to layer underneath it. So I just want to see how this one goes first and then go from there. So next up is this binder. So this is going to be the new, let me take this out. The new design for these envelopes. These are actually just an insert so that you can like swap them. I liked this just because for my vinyl, I do my vinyl in removable vinyl, so you can pick it off and just buy new stickers. You don't have to buy new envelopes all the time because sometimes the envelopes are fine. It's just the design you want to change. So I like this because you can just take this in and out. This is not a me idea like many other people do this, but I just liked that you could kind of take it in and out and adjust as you see fit. So that's what I'm doing in this binder. So this will be an offering in my Etsy shop, and we're going to add $10 into clothes. So we have 50, 70, and 80 now in clothes. And I wanted to show one of my savings challenges that I made. So this is going to be one of the savings challenges, and so this is going to be a blank savings challenge that I offer in the shop, and you can there are 50 bubbles, and you can say how much they're worth and then how much that equals. All of my savings challenges, which with a few exceptions, will have 50 bubbles on it just because I think it makes the math easy. And then you get to decide how much each bubble is. So mine's going to be 10 because I want to save $500 in clothes. And you have the option to either just color this in or you can do stickers. So I'm going to do stickers for this one just to show you how it works. So we have 80, so I can fill in 8 of these. Okay, so that is my sticker savings challenge, just to show you how that one works. Very cute. Costco is getting 5, so now Costco will have $55. Date night is getting 35, so 20, 35. So now we have 20, 30, 45, and $50 in date night. Fun is empty, so we are adding $25 today. We have lots of fun things coming up, so want to be prepared for that. Gifts is getting 55. So I have $50, $70, $95, and $100 now in gifts. Also have lots of gifts coming up. So let's see. We've got a wedding in Oregon. We've got a wedding in California. We've got my friend's baby shower. We've got at least that. So I need to save at least $400. Haircuts today is going to get 30 just to put us back on track. So when I add 20, it like isn't an odd number. So 50, 70, 80. Because if I had added 20, it would have been 70, which I know isn't an odd number, but you know, if I have 80 and then I add 20, then I have 100 and then I have 120, 140, and it just feels nicer. I don't like it when the middle number is an odd number. Just me, or do you understand that? Household is getting 20. So now it has 20, 40, and 50. Dog hair. I don't even know what dog hair that is. Self-care is not getting anything because it has 50. Same with woodworking, because we are not really using those right now. And then yard is also not getting any because we just have a lot in there, and it has 120. And then buffer is empty, so we are going to add 10 today. And that will do it for my spending binder. Okay, next up is going to be this binder, which I've combined a few things in. So my monthly challenge is now going to be in here. I took out the months I've already stuffed just to make room, you'll see. But we are adding 5 today for the October savings. And yes, I'm coming out with a new January through December savings challenge. I will give you a sneak peek of that today. But I need to make a few adjustments. Actually, I'm not going to give you a sneak peek today because I do want to make a few adjustments. It printed a little bit lighter than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to wait. So we don't know how much is in this challenge, but we are adding 5 today. And then we still have November, December left. And then behind here is going to be the holidays. So again, more bookmarks. And holidays today, we're adding 25 into Halloween. So now we have 100, 20, 40, 45, and 150 in Halloween. And then Thanksgiving is fully funded with 100. This one I still have the 100 in just because I don't have a goals sticker. Black Friday has 200, New Year's has 100, and that's it. So we have 550 in holidays. And then these are for next year, I'm going to do holidays savings trackers. So my goal next year for Valentine's Day is to save 200. These will be available on my shop as well. You can buy just the inserts, or you can buy the insert with an envelope. Mother's Day, Father's Day, and then I have all the others as well. But those are the first 3 I'll be saving for, so I put them in this binder. So that's that. And that is it for those binders. So now we're going to stuff our savings. So up first is going to be our short-term savings, which here's a short-term savings bookmark. And here is my other design of my investing and my intentions. I really like this one. I don't like it as much layered, but I think it's fine. But I might take this out just so I can see the full dashboard. Okay, and this is another design you can get. So for these, it's the category is going to be in the lower right-hand corner with an icon in the top left corner. I like this also because you can still see the money. You can see the tabs really easily. It's not blocking anything, so I like that. So we're going to add $25 into birthdays today. This is also the new tab, sorry, the new tab font. This is all vinyl, so you can get it in any color you want. I'm just doing black. If you don't specify a color, I'll do it in black. So we have $100 for my dad's birthday. So we are stuffing my birthday, Kristen. We're adding 25 today. So I have 50, 70, 95, and 100, which means we have 200 now in birthdays. I think I'm going to save 200 for my birthday, and then we'll move on to my mom. But yes, this is the new tab font. I really, really like it. It's much harder to weed, but it looks better. So I will suffer through it. Electronics, my little icon is a little iPhone. This has 1,100. Emergency fund, I have a little piggy bank, and that has 10K in it. So we're not stuffing that. First home, we're not stuffing today, unfortunately. But my little home icon is there. And we have 9,300 saved here. I need to get a 9,000 placeholder. I just didn't make one. And then I'm going to be saving for my first house with this, just to visually see where we're at. Our goal is really to save 60,000 or more, but that was hard to divide. So I thought each house being 1,000 made more sense. So we're going to save 50K with this, and then the goal will be to save a bit more. But that is the goal. We want to have a really big down payment because we're in a pretty sweet renting setup, and the rent is really fair. And the home we want to buy is like the home we want to have for like to have and raise all of our kids in. So we don't really want to have to buy multiple homes. So, and interest rates are so high right now that we're like, whatever, let's just save up a bigger down payment and then buy the house we want rather than buy a house we know we're going to have to move out of when we expand our family. So that's the goal with that. And then future baby has a little baby carriage. Very cute. And, oh, we're not stuffing in here. We're stuffing in the savings challenge, but there's 500 in here, and I'm doing this future baby savings challenge where each pass fire is $200 to save $10,000, which is our goal before we have a baby, is to have $10,000 for medical things. Let me know if you think we need more, but we have pretty good insurance, and we've heard from friends that 10,000 is a good amount to have saved, but let me know if you think we need a different amount. So for this though, we're still using our mini savings challenge, and we're going to add $15 today. I left some crusty bills for that. And let's do $15. And there's that. So we have, we'll just say 500 plus in here. We'll add this to our big envelope when we're done with the challenge, and we'll fill out that tracker. And then future pet today is getting 20. And this one has a little paw print. So we are going to add $20. So we have 200, 20, 40, 60, 260 in future pet. And then each of these paw prints is 20. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 200, 240. So now we get to fill in one more for 260. And I have one that says future pet, and that's the one I meant to use, but I accidentally used my pet savings challenge, which is for people who already have pets, but I already filled it out and I feel wasteful to throw it away. So I'm going to use it. But if you are getting a future pet, I have one that says future pet that you can purchase. I'm just a silly little goose. And I got excited and I filled it out, and then here we are. Okay, so there's that. And then medical is getting 50 today. So we have 900, 950, and 1,000, which is our goal to get back up there. So now we have 1,000. Wanted to just get that back up. So that is it for our short-term savings. Say that 3 times fast. And now we're going to move on to Big Blue. This one is kind of similar to Baby Blue. It has just the big version of the bookmark, big version of the dashboard for A5 size. So you can get it in that size. And then our envelopes are very similar. Let me pull these out so I can show you. So it has the name, and then you get 2 icons because the thing's bigger. So for cars, I did a car, and then me and Colin both have Toyotas. So you can do it this way. If you do horizontal, it'll be here, here, and in the middle. And then if you want any other like style, you just have to tell me. So like say you want cars down here and the icons up here, I could do that, like whatever you want. But you only get 2 icons in this, and the icons will be default, whatever I have in the picture. So for the one in the listing, it'll probably be a car and like a steering wheel or something. But if you want a custom icon, you can just note that in the personalization. So there's that. So cars is getting 100 today. And okay, I redid my sub envelopes because this is the new font. I'm obsessed. Okay, so maintenance and repairs, my goal is 3,000 in here. So that's what we're currently working on. So let's add this 100. So now we have 200, 300, 400, and 450. And maintenance and repairs, which I condensed oil change into. Emergency fund is fully funded with 1,000. So we have 1,000 in there. Our deductible, the goal is 500, and there's nothing in here right now. And then new car, I want to start saving for. The goal will be $10,000. Oh no, I meant to write 20. Kristen, let me just get a new sticker. This is good because this is, I can show you that these come off too. So if like you finish your goal, you can just, oh, that didn't come off like I thought it would. I thought it was going to come off cleaner. They came off clean yesterday, so I guess with more time, it takes more effort to get it off. But with a little bit of Goo Gone, this will come right off. I'm glad I did this because I thought they were going to come off super easy. So noted, they don't come off super easy, but it is coming up, and with Goo Gone, this would be gone. No problem. That's kind of lame. The sticker sheet I purchased said it was removable. Removable my booty. See, this is why I test these things, because now I'm not going to list them as removable. But you can see there's a little bit of residue here that I could take Goo Gone to, but I'm just going to put a sticker right on over it, so that does not really matter to me. So there's that, and we're going to change this to a 20K. And so that the savings challenge, each car is going to be $400. And so as we save for that new car, we can kind of see it. So this will be another slow savings challenge. Okay, so we have $1,450 saved in car. And then Christmas is getting its usual 50. I did adjust some of these subcategories and just condense them. Christmas will come with a Christmas tree and a present. We are working on tree and decor, which is going to get $50 today. So we're going to add to our savings challenge tracker. We're going to color in a tree because we are adding 50, and obviously this tracker is available. I will say that on here it's saying that my goal is 2,500. Our goal is really just like a little bit over $2,000, but it made the trees again a weird denomination. So if we don't hit 2,500, I'm not worried. We didn't need that much, but if we do, then cool. But I don't think we will. So we have 50, 70, 85 now in tree and decor, and the goal for that is 150. So again, this is just helpful for me to know when it's time to stop and move on to a new category. For wrapping supplies, my goal is $50. Colin and I need to decide how much we want to gift each other, so I need to ask him about that. Our friends, we're saving $150, and we already did. So actually, I need to pull instead of a $150, I'm going to put a fully funded. I meant to do that the other day. Neighbors, instead of having 25, it's fully funded. Work friends. Okay, see, I did all the other ones. Work people, 100, which is fully funded. Our parents, 400, which is fully funded. Our siblings, 400, which is fully funded. His Nana, $50, which is fully funded. My niece, 100, which is funded. And then the ones we still need to fund are parties for 100, travel for 100, Christmas cards and stamps for 75, and miscellaneous for 75. So these ones are all done, and we need to add these ones. And I love the new font for the sub envelopes, so big fan. I didn't count Christmas, did I? I can count the trees. I don't know that that's accurate, though. Oh, no. Okay, so we have $1,310. I need to even that out at some point. So, 1 week, maybe I'll stuff 90. Maybe on our Magic Month paycheck, I'll stuff 90 to get that up to like a 50 increment, so our tracker will be right. And then vacation, I put a little luggage and a plane and then a margarita because that's my favorite drink. But we're gonna add 50 today. And we are adding that into food and drinks. So what I did for this is I did little goal icons for Oregon. The goal is $1,000, which is our trip coming up first. And after that, we'll want to save $1,500 for California. So for right now, for Oregon, we have 250. So we got to make some serious progress because we leave next week. So I don't know that we're going to reach that goal. We might just have to use our weekly spending money. Activities for Oregon, I wanted 400 saved, California 500 or more. Lodging for California is fully funded at 1,100. We already paid for our Oregon lodging, so that's why it's not on here. We don't need trains or Ubers because we have friends in Oregon, but we will in California, so I'm going to save $350 for that. And then we want $100 of fun spending money in Oregon and $200 for California. So we'll see. If I could just get the food and drink money for Oregon, I'd be happy because everything else I could pull from our like spending categories. I didn't count this. So we have 1,100 plus 250. So we have 1,350 in vacation. And also I have time for California lodging, so I could pull the lodging money to... Why did I not do that, honestly? Yeah, that's silly. Okay, so let's do that. We have 1,100. I think it's because I thought I had to... Oh, because I might have to pay the Yosemite in advance. That's why. I'm still gonna fix this. Well, maybe I'm not. I'm not going to right now. I will another day if I feel like I need to, but let's just try to fund Oregon on our own. But we can always pull from lodging if I need to, because we don't have to pay for our Santa Barbara lodging until we get there, which is like $500. So, okay. Sorry, I'm a little scattered today, but that's Big Blue, new Big Blue. And then the last $25 is for our 2025 and 2025 savings challenge. So now I get to introduce you to my new savings challenge binder. I have heard you're all like savings challenge crazy in a good way. And so I am going to release lots of savings challenges. So these are my little tools that you will see why we need these in a minute. You will get that with your order as well. It's our savings challenge bookmark. But first we're going to do the one that we know, which is $25 every week in 2025. We get to color in a big one today. So that'll be the rest of the money, but I am going to show you the other challenges. Just give you a little sneak peek. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 950, 970, 990, 995, 1,000. 1K. Oh my gosh. Long time coming. So then we have 25, 50, 75, 100, 200, 300. So we're going to save 1,300. That's awesome. Okay, so that's that challenge. These are the ones I'm going to be starting next week. So my 12, I'm going to come out with a pack of 12 savings challenges that you can get all together, I think. So let me know if you like that down below. So I'm going to start my seasonal savings challenge, seasonal activity savings challenge for spring. So it's just like the dollar amount is each icon. You just like color it in. Love that. So I have spring, and then I have the ones I'm not doing right away are kind of behind this flyleaf. So that's spring. And then let me see if I can show you without showing you all the other ones. Yes. Then I'll have summer, fall, and winter. So you'll get all 4 of those. That's 4 of them. And then the next one I'm going to be doing is this savings by numbers. So this is so, so cute. So what I decided to do is there's like an image and the color relates to a marker. So with the bundle, you'll get a yellow and a black marker and you color it in and you can say what each box is worth. So I'm doing 50 cents for every one and $2 for every 2. And so if I fill them in, basically you can do the math, but 50 cents, there's 164 1 boxes, which I know is a lot, which is why I did 50 cents, that it would be $82. And for the black, it would be $228. So I'm going to save $310. You could do 25 cents, 10 cents, whatever, just to come up with the total amount you want to save. But that's what these 2 markers are for. And I will fill that in for the first time next stuffing, because I am going to use this for the first time. So love that. So cute. And then this one is another savings by stickers, but it is hearts. So this one will come for sure with stickers. And so they go on here and you can say what each one is for. So that's savings by stickers. And then the next one that I'm going to be doing off the bat, so these are all part of the 12-pack bundle, is going to be bingo. So this is a scratch off one. And so basically you do an action and then you get to scratch. So you have to watch a movie, smile, light a candle, see a friend, blah, blah, blah. And so there's also 4 free squares in the middle. I know it's not a true bingo card. I just couldn't make it fit with 5 across. So I just thought this was cute. And then that's what this comes in. This is a scratcher tool. So you like scratch off. I don't want to scratch off right now because this is mine. And I'll scratch off. Well, I do need to scratch off for next time, because I like to do mine in advance so I can plan. So let's just do a free square because I know I can do that. So that's how this little tool works. Okay, so this first free square is $5. And I tried to keep these relatively low, but I don't mess with ones. So mine are in increments of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, blah, blah, blah. So we will stuff $5 next time. And the other ones I will pick week of. So that's the bingo scratch off challenge, because y'all also asked for more scratch offs. So that is 1, really 4 because of the seasonal, and then savings by numbers, and then savings by stickers, and then bingo, which is a scratch off. So we have 7 now. And then the other ones that come in the bundle are, I am obsessed with Chappell Roan. So I did a pink pony savings. And so under each of the pink scratch offs is like an icon that has to do with Pink Pony Club. So like a disco ball, cowboy hat, a pink pony, boots, a rainbow, or a marquee sign. And it's a scratch off challenge. So I thought this one was cute. And so that will make 8. Next up is going to be a savings by crossword. I got really inspired by like the New York Times mini games, and I love the mini crossword, which is now you have to pay for it, which is baloney. So there's a clue and then you fill in the number. I'm sorry for how small it is. Just write, like this is how small I had to write. The next one I make, I will size more appropriately, but this took me a long time and I don't want to redo it. So we're just going to make it work. And moving it this way did not help. I did try that. This is actually the biggest it can be. So for each across that you find, you can give a dollar amount. So like this is the first one as an example. So this could be like $10 and this could be 5 or whatever. So that is savings by crossword that I'll be doing eventually, just not right away, because I want to give people a chance to get it and do it before I like do it on my channel and tell you what all the answers are, in case you like a puzzle. Then I have savings this or that. So I just did some of my favorite things to like ask people about whether they like this or that. And so you set a dollar amount for each, and whichever one of these that you like, you stuff that amount, and these that you like, you stuff that amount. So you have to pick one. So I thought that was cute. And then this is just another scratch off that's just like money themed. So money bags, these are a dollar bill underneath, piggy bank, wallet, blah, blah, blah. And each one has an amount. And then I did self-care word search. So this you could save for self-care, but all the words are self-care items. So each word that you find, you can put a dollar amount, which I thought was really cute too. So there's that. And then here are my other seasonal activity ones. So those are the ones that come in the pack of 12. Okay. And that will come with this little tool set. Okay. And then I do my 2025 challenge. So I had to make a 2026 one. And you already know I don't stuff ones, so I will not be stuffing ones. But I made this one because there are 52 things. You could do any savings challenge you want. So for me, I might do $25 again and fill this in. So it's kind of the same vibe as this one. It's just like bigger. So hopefully you like that. Let me know. But that will be sold separately. But you could add it on to your bundle if you want. It's going to come with the matte laminated just because I'd rather write on this. Like it feels better than writing on this. But if you want to switch it, let me know. You can also just buy the cards of these. You don't have to buy them with an envelope. But I wanted them in envelopes. And then more savings challenges that I came out with. This is a bigger word search, so it needed like the full thing. It's laminated, so you would need like a marker to color, like to find it. But these are all the words, and it's just a bigger one. So I love that. Very, very fun to make. And then I have more savings by numbers, which are so cute. And they're going to come with this pencil case that I'm going to add. I need to add a branded label to. But you get these little mini colored pencils, and I just can't wait to do this one. I might need to I am going to pull that up. I don't know which one, but anyway, so you would assign a dollar amount for each color. So again, you could do like 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, whatever. And then one is going to be light blue. So you would come in here, find your light blue pencil. Mine are kind of dull because I practice each one to make sure the design came out. And then, so anything that says a 1, you would color in. And what you can do is make it per box or per time that you fill it out. So like maybe I'm going to go in and color every one, and that's going to be $20, you know? So then I would go in and color in all the ones, and I would just stuff $20. So you can kind of make your own rules, but this comes with the colored pencils and a little sharpener. And at the end, there's like a little image. So it's like the pixel games. I don't know if you ever played those, but I love those. So that's why I chose to make these. And I think there's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I did this one wrong, so obviously I'm going to use it because I would never give this to you. So there's 10 of these, and they all use the same colored pencils. Everything you need is in that little pack. So if you buy this, you also get a pack of pencils. So those will be sold as a pack of 10, and I just think they're so fun, especially for kids, if you have kids, or like maybe slightly older kids because it's a little more advanced, but I just think they're so fun, and they all make little cute images. So I hope you like that. And then this is my monthly, which I told you I wasn't going to show you because I need to make some color adjustments. The colors came out a little too dull. So I don't know if it's even showing up, but these are going to be my monthly savings again. I do it based on how many Fridays there are. So January has 5 Fridays, so there's 5 bubbles, and each one has a little design at the bottom. So like January has snowflakes. February has hearts, and etc. So that's what these are for. I just need to adjust the colors because some of them came out better than others. So I will have that down by the time that I list them, just to make sure they're all like pretty consistent, because like some of these you can see really well and some you can't see very well at all. So that is going to be the monthly challenge I'll work on next year, that I'll start with y'all in January. So those are all my new savings challenges, and I hope you like them. I am very excited about them. I'm not really a savings challenge girly, but I'm going to give it a shot for y'all. So this is my savings challenge binder, and I love my little tool. It's so cute. And I'm coming out with a couple other things, but I'm not ready to show you them. And I can't wait for you to see them. So you'll have to watch my next few videos, because I'll be really, as I finish them, I'll be like showing you them, what they look like. So mark your calendars for October 12th. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.